Hello students, I am Dhareshwar Patil, lecturer Mechanical Engineering Department, Brahmadevdada Mane Polytechnic, Solapur. Today we will study the Unit 1, that is Introduction to Metrology of the course Engineering Metrology for the students of second year Mechanical Engineering. Now we will see the relevant course outcome for this unit. The course outcome is select the relevant instrument for measurement, as this subject involves the various techniques used for the measurement, various instruments used for the measurement. By knowing or by studying this chapter, we will come to know how to select the relevant instrument for measurement. First of all, we'll study the definition of metrology. Metrology is nothing but the science of measurement. Measurement is nothing but process of experimentally obtaining the quantity value. And the term metrology is derived from the Greek word metrologia, in which the first part, that is metro, is nothing but measurement. Logia means the science. Hence, metrology is defined as the science of measurement. In this, measurement involves the process in which we can find out the actual value experimentally for the quantity being measured. Now, objectives of metrology. First objective, product evaluation. Whenever a product is being manufactured, first of all, it is designed, its drawing is drawn on the drawing or design paper, and according to this drawing, various manufacturing steps are determined, various dimensions are to be evaluated during the manufacturing process as well as after the manufacturing process, in order to confirm that the manufactured product is actually manufactured as per the given specification, dimensions mentioned in the drawing. By doing metrology, we can confirm that the given object is manufactured as per the given specification. Then second objective is uniformity of measurement. Uniformity of measurement is associated with the same technique to be followed for the same nature of quantity being evaluated. By doing this, we can standardize the process for the measurement. Then next objective, it is component tolerance. In manufacturing or in the world, it is not possible to manufacture the product to the 100% accuracy. Thus, in order to this facilitate, we give a tolerance to the product, and by doing metrology, we can specify the tolerance zone within which the product can be manufactured. Then next objective is cost effective inspection. Inspection is one of the major steps in the metrology. Inspection is nothing but act of checking. By doing metrology, we can make the inspection cost effective, that is with minimum cost. Then next objective is minimize scrap and rework. During manufacturing, the product may be manufactured not to the actual dimension, so that it requires rework. If it is possible to rework on the object, we can make the changes to the object, otherwise we can reject it. Then next objective is standardization. Standardization is nothing but making a standard process for a specific manufacturing product for its evaluation. Then next is calibration. Whenever an instrument is used for the measurement, when it is new, then it gives accurate reading. After certain time, because of continuous usage or due to certain hampering or damage to the instrument, it may not give the accurate reading. In order to check the accuracy of the instrument, it is calibrated. It means its results are compared with the standards, so that we can come to know the accuracy of the instrument. Then next objective of the metrology is eliminate errors. Errors are nothing but the instrument may give faulty readings. If it gives faulty reading, we can find out the sources of errors. Once we know the sources of error, we can work on its causes and we can easily eliminate the errors. Then next objective of the metrology is design gauges and fixtures. Every time it is not possible to check the actual dimension with the specific instrument. In order to make this possible, we design the gauges or fixtures. Gauges are nothing but the devices that used to check whether the given object or product falls within the acceptance zone or it may be rejected. Then we will study the categories of metrology. Basically, there are three categories of the metrology. First one is scientific metrology, second one is industrial metrology, third one is legal metrology. Out of which scientific metrology is nothing but the organization and development of the standards or instruments or techniques. It involves the research in the specific field of measurement and develop a new device or a new procedure or a new standard for the measurement. Then second is industrial metrology. Industrial metrology is nothing but when scientific metrology is done, then the instruments are alternately carried on or forwarded to the industry for its real application. The industrial metrology is nothing but the application of the standards or measurements techniques in the industry. Thus, industry confirms that the functionality of the available measurement facilities in the industry. For example, in case of automobile manufacturing or in case of aircraft manufacturing, the industrial metrology is very effective. Then third type or third category of the metrology is nothing but legal metrology. Legal metrology comes where it requires a fair trade. Fair trade is generally associated with the citizens of the country. The citizens may involve in any country. If he purchases certain things, it should be the what actually is printed on the price and its net quantity. It should be gained by the citizen. Generally, it involves in the purchase of petrol. For example, a person goes to the petrol pump and if he demands 1 liter of petrol, then he should actually gain the 1 liter of petrol. Also, it is applicable in weight also. Whenever a person go to the shop and if he demands certain thing in case of its weight, for example, he demands 1 kg of sugar, then actually he should get 1 kg of sugar, and it also can be measured by a weighing machine. Okay, thank you.